Sophia had always believed that love was a luxury she couldn't afford, not unless it came wrapped in silk ties and parked in garages filled with foreign cars. Growing up in a cramped apartment with peeling wallpaper and the constant sound of arguments 2 floors below, she had promised herself. One day she would leave this life behind, not with struggle, not with sweat, but with strategy. So when she met Thomas at an art gallery downtown, tall, impeccably dressed, and quiet, she thought her plan was finally unfolding. He wasn't flashy, but he had all the signs of wealth that couldn't be faked. His shoes were leather-stitched, his watch minimalist but worth thousands. And when he offered her a ride home that night, she stepped into a sleek black car that smelled of newness and status. Thomas was different from the rich men she'd tried to charm before. He was soft-spoken, attentive, and never boasted. He listened. He remembered her favorite flower. He brought her books instead of jewelry. And for the first few weeks, Sophia almost forgot why she was with him. Almost. Sophia played her role perfectly. She had done this before. Flings with wealthy executives and entrepreneurs who treated women like collectibles. But Thomas was different in how he treated her. Still, she kept her focus. Sweet texts every morning, flirty goodnights, candlelight dinners she arranged to look thoughtful. She learned the art of pretending to be everything a man wanted. Smart, sweet, soulful, while calculating every move behind her pretty eyes. Her friends envied her. "You hit the jackpot, girl," one of them whispered over brunch. "That car? That smile? He's clearly loaded." Sophia smirked, sipping her mimosa. "A few more months," she said, "and I'll be driving that car, wearing diamonds, maybe even have my name on a deed." She didn't love him, not really, but she liked the way her name sounded next to his. Sophia and Thomas, like a luxury brand. Thomas rarely spoke of his past. He never mentioned how he made his money or what company he ran. When she asked, he'd smile and say, "That's not important now." He was full of surprises. One week they were at a food truck tasting festival. The next they were watching live opera. Yet even amid luxury, he never acted entitled. He tipped generously. He thanked every waiter. He spent hours volunteering at a homeless shelter, something Sophia thought was a quirky hobby of his rich guilt. She never joined him. Her excuse? "I get emotional in those places. You understand, right?" Thomas always said, "Of course," but his eyes seemed to hold questions he never asked aloud. That night, Sophia wore her best dress, a slinky red number she bought on credit. Thomas had invited her to dinner on the rooftop of one of the city's most exclusive hotels. The stars hung low, the city lights shimmered, and the jazz music curled in the air like perfume. He poured her wine, told her how lovely she looked, and smiled just like he always did. Then, without drama, he placed a white envelope in front of her. "Before we go any further," he said gently, "you should know something about me." Sophia's heart raced. Was this it? A ring? The deed to his house? A prenup? With trembling hands, she opened it and froze. It was a termination letter from his own company. She read the words twice. Resignation from position as CEO. Donation of assets to multiple charities. Stepping away from business world entirely. "What is this?" she asked, trying to laugh. "I gave away my fortune last month," he said softly. "All of it. I'm starting over. Volunteering full-time. No cars, no millions, just a simple life." Sophia's mouth opened, but no words came out. Her mind spun. No money, no mansion, no future. Thomas studied her face as the silence stretched. "I needed to know," he said quietly, "if you were here for me or for the things I could give you." Sophia forced a smile. "What do you mean?" "Of course I care about you." But the tremble in her voice betrayed her. Her world had shifted, the ground beneath her designer heels cracking. Thomas reached into his jacket again and pulled out another envelope. "This," where he said, "is the truth." Sophia blinked. Her hands moved slowly, uncertain. Inside were the official papers of ownership, stocks, property deeds, bank statements, everything. "I still own it all," he said. This wasn't about losing wealth. It was about seeing who would stay when the wealth was gone. He looked her in the eyes, no anger, just a deep, weary disappointment. You failed the test. He stood. I need someone who loves the man, not the money. And then he walked away. Sophia sat there, frozen in disbelief. The music played on. The city kept shining. But inside her, everything went dark. The days after that dinner felt like a slow, endless winter. Sophia couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. She replayed every conversation, every fake laugh, every lie she thought was